We were gonna check what
Done.
Tattoos Felda has to offer. If I haven't been here with Grace yet, she may want to talk to him. Okay, Tattoo of the Magi. Oh wow. Doubles spells and 3D intelligence. That's kind of crazy. Too bad we can't steal it. Sensation. This is only usable by sensates. Uh, okay. It's incredibly expensive, but let's see what else we do here before buying that. And that's limited. This one to all saving throws. That's kind of nice, but I think the things which just buff attributes are probably better. I could buy all the ones that do like experience and just use them. If I recall correctly, they don't give a whole lot of experience. Thaco +1 is just a straight buff. Okay, these are the basic ones. 9 to hit points, but only usable by fighters, +1 armor class. Okay, let's look for the intellect one. Or, sorry, let's see what I have on just 2 to armor class. 2 to dexterity, 1 to dexterity. 2 to constitution, 2 to strength. Protection from chaotic. Okay, this one I feel like we could drop in favor of something else possibly. I wonder if buffing other characters' wisdom
I'm listening.
Gives them bonus experiences at all, or if that's something specific to only the main character. Okay, well, let's cast Friends. So we get a little bit of charisma here. Maxed out, in fact. Nice. 9,000. It's half my money. Sheesh. Okay, well, I can... For the moment, I can just replace this one. Oh, wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes me more likely to want to have those, like some offensive spells as well. 4, and then I forgot again what level I actually need to have for Missile of Patience to be useful. Let's do Reign of Anger instead. And then 8, 3, 4. I can get 5 strengths. And that would include buffing Nordom, although I'm not even sure that's useful. And I can drop his, which can give him up to 4 blurs. Give me up to 4 blurs, and then maybe maybe Swarm Curse.
I will hear you.
That seems good. Okay, I'm glad we checked him. That tattoo is
Done.
pretty impressive. Let's go see if Dayanara has anything to say. Actually, let me talk to this guy real quick. I'm assuming nothing happens here.
I'm gone.
Just because we happen to be next to the mortuary. I'm gonna go see if Dayanara has anything to say. I'm assuming not, but it's been a while since we've spoken to her.
All right.
See if she has anything new to say.
I'm gone.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
That seems like the same conversation as
I'm
before.
gone.
I mean, I suppose it's possible if I went down all the side paths, maybe something new would show up, but we can also just do that later.
All right.
Alright, we'll go turn in this quest, see if he has any more, like, fetch quests he wants us to do. Then I have no more for jobs for you, my friend. You have my thanks.
Updated my
Very
journal.
well then, okay. Guess that's all. Let me see what this sells for.
Done. All right.
That's definitely worth selling. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can do this. I have no idea what the, like, rules, quote-unquote, are for this. But what if I, like, sell this and then steal it back? Can we do that, like,
I'm here.
an infinite number of times? Oh no, they don't fence stolen goods. Okay. Now, actually, that might work if I can find someone who does buy stolen items, but it's a nice, nice 3,600 gold to replenish. Actually, I wonder, can I sell the tattoo? No. Interesting that I can sell this portal. So I could empty this out and sell it for another 3,600. I guess I'm not really desperate for money at the moment, especially after
All right.
you're selling and rebuying the gem, or selling and stealing the gem. Okay, let's go back to the foundry.
I'm gone.
Alright, and we can talk to Keldor about joining, presumably, but before we do that, let's talk to the person up here on the balcony.
Done.
Some... Okay. Okay, you see a severe woman with flaming red hair pulled back tight, giving her face a stretched, nervous look. She appears to be deep in thought. At your approach, she glances up and says, "Can I help you with something?" "Yes, I had some questions." "What do you want?" "Tell me about the Great Foundry." She stifles a yawn. You can ask almost anyone here about the Foundry, and you'll get the same answer. What makes you think I'll give one any different? Ask another question. Tell me about the project you're working on. Tell you about the project we've sworn our lives to complete and defend? Nope. Nope, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Let's just say it's powerful, and it'll be worth the effort we put into it. Tell me of some of the other people here. The other people? Well, you've got the brilliant but eccentric Niall Xander, the Githsiri outcast woman, Kilara, Thulin the Grey, whose heart is much less ambiguous than his name, Kilder the Factor, Sandoz the Factor, the two children of Sandoz, supervisors, smiths, and a host of others. They all pass me by at some point or another, and frankly, I haven't made that much of an effort to get to know them. They work for me or they don't, and that's about as much as I care, I'm afraid. I'm rather devoted to my work. Who are you? My name is Bedai Lin. I'm a magical engineer. Not a mage, mind you, but a theoretician. And I'm going to make sure the Godsmen don't get a chance to use that weapon or contract for other such weapons of war again. Huh. I wonder if that is a, slip-up?
All right.
Or an oversight in the, development. Since I have, like, the fix pack installed, kind of guessing that is a slip up from her rather than the developers. Although maybe she did it on purpose. Okay. Hold on, let me make a proper save here. Even though I think I just did that. Yeah.
I estimate fall from grace to be found attractive by the male sex of over 321,423 separate species, give or take 5.
Oh, does that include Modrons?
I am no longer able to answer that question. I do not know.
Modron. You sly dog, you. Okay, what did you want to know? Who are you? He smiles broadly. My friend, I am Keldor of Durian, one of the factotums of the Godsmen, and nominally in charge of this place while our true high-ups are gone in conclave. What can you tell me about this place? This is the Great Foundry, home of the Believers of the Source, also known as the Godsmen. Here we make items that ship all over the plains. We're renowned in many worlds. Only the best work here. It is said that we've got a staff of smiths that rival those in Mount Clengadin itself. Personally, I don't think we're that good, but we are close. Can you take on additional work? Sadly, friend, we cannot. We're engaged in a long-term contract right now that's taking up most of our resources. Perhaps when we've finished, in a matter of years. He shrugs. My apologies. What can you tell me of the people here? We've got a wide range of folks here, most of whom are the smiths and the workers who keep this place running. We've also got a pair of engineers who are doing some incredible things with the fabric of reality. Ask Neil Xander about his Dreambuilder someday. Can I see the secret project? He smiles. Friend, I can't give that to you until you prove yourself a friend of the Godsman. Hey, tell me more about your faction. What do you want to know? What are the beliefs? We believe that the universe is a giant testing ground, a place where we prove ourselves through a series of tests. These tests continue through your life, throughout your many lives. Each step and each day may well be a test for you, and your reward in the next life depends on how well you learn your lessons in this life. We believe that a body learns from experience, and that experience extends through your lives, making you into something greater than just a single life. So what's the point of it all? We're not entirely sure. After all, we haven't gotten to the end of it yet, have we? The best we can figure is that we muddle through our lives, seeking to find the answers that are right for us, and in the end, we move on to godhood and beyond. What awaits there is anybody's guess. Alright, keep going. So, life is a test. We take the test. When we pass, we move on to a new form. This might be the form of an Archon, or of a fiend, or of a power. The choices we make in this life, as always, help chart our course. Whether we have free will or not is still under debate. He smiles. Of course, I'm on the side of the free will people. I hate thinking that my choices have already been made for me. Just making sure I check every possible conversation path here. Okay, tell me of the faction's history. It's commonly believed that we were founded by Perrin, before the Great Upheaval, when all the factions became 15 in number. During the upheaval, Augie of Faunal tightened the faction's beliefs into what they are today. She had been reincarnated 1,000 times, and could remember each of her incarnations. She taught us how to treat our intuition, and led us to a new era. These two are the most important figures in our faction. We have plenty more stories, but those are the bare bones. What do I get for being in the faction? Well, aside from access to our excellent foundry, room and board for you and your friends, special items and spells, and a more favorable reaction from most folks you'll meet on the street, there's not much to recommend us. Of course, if you're planning on being with us merely for the benefits, I'd have to counsel against it. Who are the faction's enemies? We don't have enemies per se. Still, there are some who oppose our beliefs. The Black Cabal scoff at the idea that we evolve towards something more perfect. I figure if they don't think there's a point, they might as well get it over with. Like the Dustmen ought to. The Dustmen think that life is an illusion, preparing for the big death. And our belief champions the cause of life. They promote death. We celebrate life. What could be more opposed? What do you do, anyway? Well, we run the Great Foundry. We also run Harbinger House, where we train folks who seem to be powers in training. Bashers who've demonstrated some sort of special ability that sets them apart from normal mortals. Some say we do it because we want a power on our side, but the truth is, we do it because we figure that's part of our tests as well. We do our best to make sure every creature faces up to its responsibilities. We want to see the multiverse move on. Why are you named as you are? That's a good question. Our real name is the Believers of the Source, because we believe all life springs from a pure, primal source. But because we believe that all creatures have the potential for godliness within them, it's only natural that our nickname would be the Godsman. Okay, how do I join? A sly smile creeps across his face. Well, first, you'll have to renounce your Sensate membership. Okay, maybe not just this second.
I'm gone.
Let's talk to the remaining people real quick. Although I think we may want to be a member before we talk to these guys. I don't remember exactly how this works. You see a bushy-haired man clad in the height of fashion, if you consider fashion to have died 50 years ago. His clothing seems to consist of tattered street urchin rags, and he seems to affect a disdainful manner towards those around him. Or that might be his actual manner. He doesn't even glance at you until you speak to him, and then his eyes begin searching your face carefully. Do you want something? Who are you? I am Niles Xander, great-grandson of the artificer Zero Xander. Engineer, dreamer, creator, and I have finished his work. The work that you commissioned. The Dreambuilder. Are you ready to claim the use of it now? Me? The Dreambuilder? What's that? It is both machine and ritual. It is a state of mind and a construct of steam and blood. It grants dreams to those who enter its confines. It was built for you, and it's waiting for you. Are you ready to finish it off? It has been waiting for decades. How do you know it was built for me? Because my great-grandfather, Xander, set your face in stone, so that we would know you when you returned for the work you commissioned. He always thought you'd return, but no one else truly believed you would. Our family completed it because we said we would. And now, here you are. You still have the stone? No, it was stolen from me a year ago. I saw only a shadow flitting away. It was the only item taken from my home. I have no idea who'd take it, but I'd memorized the features. Alright, let's finish the Dreambuilder. What I need to begin the final stages of the Dreambuilder is a piece of your skin, immersed in your blood, so the machine can familiarize itself with your physical essence. It must be in a blue-green bottle, so to symbolize the dream sea on which it will float. Flesh, blood, bottle. Right, I'll be back. Huh. Okay, it seems like I do not necessarily have that info stuff right now. I wonder where to get it. Okay, this is interesting. I wonder if I potentially locked myself out of something here because of the order I did things in. Go find out real quick.
Done. Done. I'm gone.
Okay, we're gonna go to the apothecary. Questions? Okay. The old engineer in the foundry tells me I need to get a sample of my blood and skin for his machine to work. I need you to do that for me. A scraping? Very well. He takes up a razor blade and a wide-mouthed bottle. Bustle then removes a small section of skin from your forearm, placing it into the bottle with a small quantity of your blood. He then places some gauze over your wound and hands you the bottle. Need anything else? Okay, that was pretty straightforward. I wonder if I should get another Gorgon salve. It still wouldn't hurt to steal one just in case.
What you be wanting now?
Done.
Okay.
Done.
Glad that worked and I didn't have to like... I had done a quest for those guys earlier. I'm glad that wasn't like the... But I got a different reward. I'm glad that wasn't mutually exclusive.
All right.
I've been
All right.
delaying joining the Godsmen. Hopefully this isn't like changing what sort of like reward or things I might be getting for doing little quests in here. Okay, I've got it right here. Show me my
Updated
dreams.
my journal.
The machine requires a bird cage, adorned with razors, fine wrought, to mimic the destructive power of dreams and their ability to capture our hearts and imaginations. Search in the siege tower for a cage I commissioned. Okay, we already know how to get in there, but how do I get in there? You have proven yourself to be resourceful. Find a way. Okay, answer me some questions. A small frown of concentration creases his already wrinkled forehead. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about the Godsman? He sighs and collects himself. That's a long subject. Let's get started on it. Now, all creatures want something, don't they? They create, they build, they tear down, they dream, they fight, they fornicate. They do all these things because they want something beyond what they have. Even the basest level of existence, every iota strives to be something greater. Some achieve this, some fall by the wayside. Hello, Potato. Welcome in. Thank you so much. I'm super obsessed with it. Ah. How are you doing? Thank you. Got a little guy on my shoulders here. I still need to set up like the ability to like turn all the toggles on and off with redeems or something. But yeah, thank you so much. How are you doing? How was Night Rain? Thank you. Crazy Goods taking over my life. Yay! Oh, I mean, no! Stop! You need a life. Go on, Mr. Nile. Every decision, every action, every reaction. These all create a base on which something else builds. Seems obvious, then, that our current exalted state of being is building a base for ourselves for something greater. What is that, if not godhood? That is the way I've always justified it, and frankly, I ain't in the mood for philosophical discussion. You want that? Find a factor or something. Where can I find a factor? Dr. Keldor's right up there on the dais. Talk to him. Or else find that suicidal Burke Sandoz and talk to him. Are you done pestering me? Nope, not yet. Tell me about your coworkers. Bah. They do not possess a true fire. They speak of creation, and they boast of their potentials, but they do not create anything beyond the mundane. Their imaginations are poor, limited, obsessed with small details. True dreamer, I say, creates a grand scheme, and then concentrates on the details. Starting with details is for the ants of the imagination, the small insects who aspire only to be fed. Okay, what do you do here? What do? I am the engineer of all engineers. I studied under the Tanari smith Kazan, who tempered words on a forge of hate, quenched them in a trough of despair, and sent them forth to slaughter stupidity. Elements of phrases, caustic words were brought to him, and he created weapons of terrifying magnitudes. Weapons that would lay an enemy low and destroy the malformed ideas of others. I'm sure you've seen his work. So you create evil weapons here? Not at all. My forge is not built on hate, but on understanding. I have also studied under the Archon artisan Terra Saphira, who created the healing touch of a gentle thought, ideas that would still any fiendish spitting heart. He worked his will with love and devotion. My work blends theirs, as all mortal psyches blend elements of all the demonic and the sublime. Okay, so this guy wants a bird cage
All right.
that could only be forged in the tower, which has no entrance. Thankfully, we have figured out how to get in there
Done.
previously, so let's go do that real quick. Get the bird cage and then come back. Hopefully that's the only thing
I'm gone.
remaining we need. Guess we'll find out here shortly.
Portal detected.
Done.
Portal detected.
Actually, I wonder if there's anything, can you do anything with my weapons? No. Is this new? Doubles all first level mage spells. Kinda interesting. Yeah, we can't actually steal from this guy. What's this? Is this usable by Anna? 1 to 4 piercing, +3 enchantment, +2 to saving throws. Okay, so resistance to magic is kind of a double-edged sword. This is only +2 enchanted, but it has more base damage. I don't know if anything in the game can, like, only be hurt by +3 weapons. But actually, I just realized something. I have not checked
Hey, what's eating you,
Mort's
Chief?
teeth in a while. They may be able to upgrade. No, apparently not. I think they can get up to +3 once he's a high enough level. Guess he's not a high enough level yet. Okay. Let's, You need a heavy, decorated wrought iron bird cage. Do you have one? I have such an item. The Dreambuilder cage came to me an age ago. He promised me that my durance in the prison of the city would be near an end when the cage left my possession. I see. Can I have it? Yes. Take this cage and lay waste to those who create such confines.
I'm gone.
Alright, this basically just ends up being a fetch quest because we already knew how to get into the siege tower. And we'd already talking to Oak's metal in there. It's a bit more of an involved of a quest if you haven't sort of solved the prerequisites already.
Done.
Okay, do you have this cage? Do you have the birdcage? Yeah, it's right here. Now give me
Updated
my
my
dreams.
journal.
I need just one more item from you, and we can begin the final process of the Dreambuilder. I need a pillow that is laying inside a coffin. It will stimulate a sleep so profound that you may as well be dead. It opens your mind to the emanations of the Dreambuilder. It is, if I say so myself, a touch of inspiration on my part. Okie dokie. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check something, because I'm wondering if this is necessary to, like, go to the next place. Okay, no. So the Dreambuilder must be for something
I'm
else.
gone.
Okay, a pillow that's laid inside a coffin. There's a coffin maker in the city. Maybe that's where I get the pillow from.
Done. I'm gone.
That's my best guess at the moment.
This air's making my skull itch.
I need to buy a coffin pillow. He nods at you. Ah, you're here to purchase then. I assure you, what I do is a labor of love. The real value of my profession is in building of the coffin, and doing it well. It is an act of perfectly ordered creation. Every piece must fit so for the betterment of the whole. It is much like a metaphor for the harmonium philosophy. We create order, and it is beauty. I just need a pillow, man. He nods at you again. I need 50 coppers for the basic boards used in construction, though the expense doesn't cover the time. Usually it's either whitewashed or painted some color of the person's choosing. The boards themselves are usually a 1/16 handspin thick, maybe even thicker depending on the nature of the corpse, whether it's a human being buried or not, or whether they're worried that the person might get back up again. He laughs. I just need a pillow. He nods at you again. Some prefer Bitopian pine, which is fine and traditional, but I prefer heavy Arborean oak materials, simply because they have a good weight about them. Even a 20th inch of the oak is stronger than a 16th of the span of pine. He pauses for a moment. I said, I just need a pillow. He nods at you. From there, I might need about a score multiplied by a score of steel wood screws, gauge about 8 by 1¼ inch, or so. Lots of shops around here carry them. Not a big deal to acquire them. I'll also need some sort of metal pins for securing the interior lining. Best to pick them up with a bunch. Then there's the matter of battens and corners and blocks, depending on how you wish me to do it. Are you listening to me? I said I just need a pillow. He places his hand on his chin. And although I usually let the natural wood speak the color of the coffin itself, sometimes the person commissioning it wants it painted special or engraved. I don't usually do the finer work for that, though I am skilled, but contracted out. He pauses for a moment of breath. And the handles alone are another matter entirely. He nods knowingly. Fine, what about the handles? Big thing, handles. Everything about handles depends on how the coffin is to be carried. You got skilled men carrying the coffin at shoulder height. Don't even need to worry about the handles. Professional pallbearers never use them, you see. If you got your family and friends carrying the coffin, then the handles are necessary. You'll need some rope handles or even metal handles. He gives you a satisfied look. Yep, that's fine and all, but I came in here for a pillow. You have any? Let me give you an example. I think the most beautiful coffin I'd ever seen was this one of clear pine. I don't know where they managed to get it, whether from the place in Bitopia or elsewhere. Anyway, it was pegged together carefully and trimmed with this beautiful rod of redwood. The effect was somewhat ruined by the crude amounts of thick hemp rope that was surrounded the affair. Surely something was needed for the pallbearers to hold on to, but to ruin the entire beauty of the coffin with such a badly woven rope. He shakes his head. I'm sure this is fascinating and all, but I just want a pillow! Then there's the matter of measurements. They can be tricky, and I try to do them myself, since occasionally a client will neglect to inform me as to the race of the deceased or forgot, like the hip width. Very important indeed. Also, if the client is still alive, I try and make precautions should the client fill out before they die, you know? He pauses. Then there's the construction itself. Hamries? There's many different ways of attaching the sides and ends to the floor of the coffin and to each other. Some use internal battens or corner blocks with plenty of wood screws to secure it in place. You can also do the Fiend's Tooth method and adjust the alternating tongues and recesses all along the edges to be joined so that they fit together, like a fiend's jaw. Requires a little more work and precision, but the result is neat and very strong. He pauses to breathe once more. Hamries. And then there's the lid. The lid's going to need a rim or lip all around the edge, made from a strip of wood pined to the box or carved under the edge itself. Once you have some pilot holes drilled into the main box, then drill in the screws into the torp. But the lid maybe have a handspin apart. You get the impression that he is not going to stop talking now that he is on a roll. If you don't shut up and give me a pillow, I am going to hit you hard. You think he finally got his attention. He frowns at you with a confused look on his face. Pardon? I said, I need a coffin pillow. That's all. Just a pillow. Do you have any? He looks relieved and smiles. A pillow. Ah, I thought you might need the entire coffin. He puts his hand on his chin again. I'm so sorry, but I'm out of stock on pillows right now. Don't know when I'll have them again, but with the warehouse being close and all. Yeah, I thought I kind of already did this quest. Maybe I didn't fully do it, or maybe there's a different conclusion now that we know we need a pillow. Yes, the warehouse where I store my goods is having internal problems of sort. New management. Perhaps you'd look into it for me.
Updated my journal.
Okay. He smiles broadly. Excellent. If you deal with the issue satisfactorily, then you may have your pillow for free. He gets that lecture look on his face again. That may not seem like a sufficient payment, but let me tell you about the construction of those pillows. No, thank you. I'll just get started on this right away. Okay. I guess I have not completely solved the warehouse problem yet then. Maybe we can just like request a pillow from here. Can you retrieve a pillow? A pillow? I could certainly use a pillow. A big stone pillow. Here's your pillow, Mr. Hamries, and good luck sleeping with it. Can I get you anything else? Okay. I wonder if that's all I need to do with that. I'm gonna stop by here again just to maybe see if that it gives me any experience points for quote-unquote solving the problem. Yes, I've dealt with the trouble at the warehouse and got the pillow. Tiny bit of experience. He smiles and nods. Well done, Cutter. As I said, you may keep whatever you recovered from the warehouse as your reward. Thank you for your help. Okie dokie, back to the foundry.
All right. Done.
Right. I have the pillow for you. Let's get on with it.
Updated my journal.
Anytime you're ready for the dream key, Scarred Man, give the word and I'll pass it for you. Pass it to you. Huh. I wonder why I wouldn't want it immediately. Give me the key. He pauses, as if gathering air and thoughts. Close your eyes and stretch out your hand. He says, You have to feel this key before you see it, or it won't function. Do as he says. You feel a touch in the palm of your calloused hand. At first, you can barely feel it, but it rapidly grows in solidity in moments, until you finally hear Xander's voice. Open your eyes. When you do, you see a simple black feather in the palm of your hand. My work is finished. Use that key on the leftmost door of the foundry, and the Dreambuilder will be open to you. I must go now. I have work to attend.
Updated my journal.
Okay. Interesting. Used to operate the Dreambuilder. Okay, I wonder if I should do that now or later.
I'm gone.
Anything to examine here? Sorry, sir, no one's allowed up here till Factor Sandoz gets back in. You can't go in. What can you tell me about him? He's a believer, sir. A true believer. But he's moody, and all that travel across the multiverse can't be good for your head. You either lose perspective or get too much of it. Either way, it ain't good. I'm hoping he'll make it back safe. Okay. That at least limits my choices there. Alright, let's go check on the Dreambuilder first. They might not let us in if we're not a member. We'll see, we've got that coming up in about 4 minutes, by the way. It's probably going to be a little bit longer break than usual, so I need to have a little food. You find yourself... actually, you know what? I have no idea how long this dream sequence is going to be. I'm also going to be taking a little bit of a longer break than normal this time because I need to get some food. And the ad's going to start in 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and start the break soon.